Hey everybody, this video is part of our free online course on how to become a construction cost estimator in 90 days. If you like the video, click the link in the description to get the full course for free. Now that we understand what estimating is and the estimating process, let's now try to understand what construction estimators do. We want you to understand what estimators do day to day. Like any job, you are going to be spending around 48 weeks a year and 40 hours a week doing it. So it is best to prepare yourself and properly understand what the job involves before making any commitments. In my experience estimating, there are really two states of being for an estimator, either on a tender or between tenders. When you are on a tender, it's all systems go. You are busy, stressed, and rushing towards a deadline. You are working frantically to get the tender ready to submit to the client by the tender closing date. Often, this means late nights in the office. However, when you are not working on a tender, the pace is much slower. It is more relaxed, you are preparing for the next bid and potentially working on improving processes and data. It's much more relaxed and you likely won't be staying very late in the office. When you're working on a tender, your day-to-day tasks may include the following. Reviewing plans and specifications. You will need to read and interpret drawings and standards to understand the project scope and specifically what you will be pricing. Additionally, you will need to read and understand contract documents. You will also be gathering further estimating data and information like productivity rates, historical weather information, or material prices. You will then spend a lot of time entering and compiling this information into estimating software and spreadsheets. You will also need to perform calculations and checks on this data to accurately calculate construction costs. For any subcontracted works, you will need to engage with vendors and suppliers to get accurate pricing from them. You will also be attending lots of meetings and coordinating with other members of the tendering team like the construction team, project managers, design engineers, and planners. Once the estimate is prepared, you will need to attend estimate review workshops with managers. And finally, you will need to compile estimate data into the correct format and fill out pricing schedules so that your estimate can be submitted to the client. When you aren't on a tender, as an estimator, you will not have the same time pressure and stress. Between tenders, your focus will be on improving estimating processes and preparing for the next tender. Day to day, these sorts of tasks may include reviewing and improving estimating processes. For example, exploring new estimating softwares to use. Researching and preparing for upcoming bids and tenders, including dealing with clients. Updating estimating libraries, including working with existing projects to get better productivity rates. Completing site visits and dealing with the construction teams, training and professional development, setting up estimating software, and if there is no tendering work for a while, you may move on to a project to support them with cost planning and forecasts. I highly recommend watching some day-in-the-life videos of construction estimators on YouTube. You will get a much better idea of what an estimator does in a typical day. And if these tasks don't appeal to you or seem interesting, then no worries. There are plenty of other fantastic career paths in the construction sector. Becoming an estimator is just one job among many.